Welcome back to Olympus Critics. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a like for the algorithm. That does help the channel grow. We've gotten some news from major outlets. I'm talking Deadline, Variety, you name it, about David Ayer revealing that James Gunn told him that the Suicide Squad, the Ayer cut that people are calling it, will have its time to be shared. This is something that he's saying that James Gunn has confirmed that will happen. Now, I did a video recently about Gal Gadot saying that Peter Safran and James Gunn, she's heard that they're going to work on a Wonder Woman 3. And this, in my opinion, will confuse people because we thought that the Snyderverse has ended. I mean, these two people, Ayer and Gal Gadot herself, are connected to the Snyderverse, and he did confirm that they were going to move on. He was going to start his own universe. So why would you do this? Now, don't get me wrong, I want to see the Ayer cut. Don't get me wrong. I love David Ayer. I think he's a solid director for the movies he's done. I mean, End of Watch, Fury, you name it. I even like Bright. But I'm just a little confused of what James Gunn is really doing. I know he's tied to him because he did do, I guess you can call it a sequel to David Ayer's movie with the Suicide Squad, which I would say I didn't enjoy. I thought it had moments. It's just too much comedy for me. But we're talking about David Ayer's cut, which he says is totally different. I mean, he showed photos of this on his, I guess you can call it X now, with Elon Musk. He showed us photos of what Enchantress was originally going to look like. I mean, this movie was supposed to tie in to the Justice League movie, Snyder's Justice League movie. We were supposed to see Parademons and Steppenwolf. I mean, you just had all types of stuff that was totally different from what we got when the movie was released because of the studio heads at Warner Brothers wanted to interfere with his movie. And I was very surprised. Even though I did enjoy somewhat of that film, I was shocked that that's what we got from David Ayer. And David Ayer he's been very adamant about that's not his original, that wasn't his original plan of that movie. He put his life into the movie that he really put out, not eventually, but he originally put out and made, which I think he did say that movie is finished. And now if James Gunn is going to pull the trigger on this, I'm just a little confused of what's going on. You're telling us you're trying to put the Snyderverse to the past, but you're making, if this is true what David Ayer is saying, and if this is true what Gal Gadot is saying with Wonder Woman 3 and the Ayer cut being released, why are you doing this? If you're going to confuse people, you're giving people glimmer of hope that the Snyderverse is still possible, which I wouldn't be opposed to, but it's just too many stuff going on right now that's confusing me. And probably a lot of other people right now, especially people who are excited for James Gunn for making his own universe. They have to be confused if he's making, I'm saying hypothetically, promises to people that's still connected to the Snyderverse, especially Gal Gadot, who's part of the Trinity, and David Ayer's movie, which is supposed to be connected to Justice League, the Snyder cut. I'm just a little confused. I mean, I guess we'll find out if this is true in due time with these two saying that Peter Safran and James Gunn making promises like this. We don't know. We don't know if this is true. They could just be talking, but I doubt it if James Gunn possibly did make these promises to them. Gal Gadot, I don't know. He's saying that James Gunn told him this. So this is crazy, man. I don't really know what to think of this right now. I'm a little confused what's going on because if this did come out of James Gunn's mouth. But I want to hear from you guys what you think about this. Are you confused of what the vision is? I mean, he said that they were going to put the Snyderverse to the past, but I don't really know what to say. I mean, I'm excited to see this movie. I really do want to see his version of these characters. I mean, he's saying none of these radio songs was a part of the movie, which we saw when it came out. But yeah, I want to see it. I'm not opposed to it. But post comments, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited if this does get released on HBO Max or whatever they call it now? But post comments, let me know what you guys think.